For today's video, I would like to show you what I ended up doing during my Universal Studios birthday weekend trip. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariely Sanchez and I'm a 4th grade teacher in South Florida. So for today's video, I would like to show you what I ended up doing during my Universal Studios birthday weekend trip. So sit back and relax. I have a little bit of an intro clip from that weekend, but I'm going to be talking to you about what we ended up doing because I didn't get a chance to record a lot of speaking parts in the video, and I didn't want this video to only be clips of different places that we went throughout the park. So let's get started with the intro clip, which was taken right when we arrived at the Lowe's Royal Hotel. Good morning everyone. Today I have a bonus vlog for you. This is my birthday weekend. Today is Sunday, May 26th. Tomorrow, Monday, May 27th is my birthday, but my family and I, which is my brother, my son, my nephew and I, just got to Universal Studios and we are going to check in right now to the Lowe's Royal Hotel. So after that, we're gonna go to the parks and I wanna show you snippets of our time here. So let's get going and see what fun we have. So we just checked in and right now we are going to the water taxi, which will take us to the Universal Studios parks. Fun times. So we got ourselves checked in. It was really cool because they came around and they gave us a lei. They actually came around and like, would you like a lei? And they put a lei around us, which was really fun. I really felt like I was at a Polynesian kind of resort. It is a Polynesian resort, but I actually felt like I was in one of the Hawaiian islands or in a Polynesian island. So it was a really great experience. After we ended up getting checked in, we took the water taxi and we headed straight towards the park. We decided to go to Islands of Adventures first, and that's where we picked up our annual passes and our magnets and all that jazz. We decided once we got in that we were going to ride the Hulk roller coaster. Now, let me backtrack a little bit and let you know that while we were at the resort, we went to the gift shop and we ended up buying lanyards so that we can keep not just our hotel key, which was our express pass, but also our annual pass so that we can get in the park and all that jazz. So I ended up choosing, of course, Ravenclaw, and I chose 2 different ones in case one was a little bit more uncomfortable or I had choices to pick from. And my son chose the Slytherin lanyard, and so did my brother and my nephew. So that was a lot of fun. Nani, my son's girlfriend, actually loves Spider-Man. So once we got into the park at Universal Studios Islands of Adventures, she got her Spider-Man lanyard. I have to say that after we rode the Hulk roller coaster, it was a little bit scary because my nephew, that was the first time that he went on a roller coaster like that, he ended up fainting, which was pretty scary. So we ended up saying no more roller coasters, which was okay with us. We then went to the Spider-Man ride.
Dangerous night of my life and yours. Be careful.
and that was a lot of fun. I had taken Dramamine because I do have motion sickness, and my brother took one, but after the Spider-Man ride, which was the effects of the Hulk roller coaster, and then right afterwards we went to Spider-Man, my brother felt very queasy and I felt a little bit, so we just walked it off for a little bit. My brother went with my nephew to the arcade, and I decided to hang around with the teenagers, and then we decided to eat lunch because we then got hungry at the Fantastic Four Cafe. And that spaghetti and meatballs was delicious. So after that, we started walking through the rest of the superhero island, and then we went into Toon Island. While we were at Toon Island, we went to one of the shops and picked up our Universal Pass Holder pin, which I believe every month they release one, and you have to go to the different places around the park to gather one. But that was a lot of fun. We got to see a lot of the different water rides that are part of Toon Island. I love to see the rushing waters through the pipes and all that you can see while you are there. After we did that, we decided to ride the Jurassic Park River Ride, which before we got online, I did take a clip of one of the rafts coming down and splashing water everywhere. A lot of fun. So we did go through that, and they ended up sitting us right in the front row. I did start taking some video footage of what happens once the boat starts riding. You go a little bit up, you go down, and you splash into this little zone, and you see all these dinosaurs around or coming up out of the water or shooting water. But then something goes wrong and you end up going to the Velociraptor area, and that's when things start to get a little bit scary. And of course, it ends with us splashing down. A very long drop, but it was a lot of fun. I put my arms up in the air and I ended up getting soaked from the waist up. It was awesome. Just got out of the Jurassic River Ride adventure, and I am soaked and wet from the waist up, but it was a lot of fun, especially on this very hot day. So after that, we started walking out of it, and we got to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which was my go-to place that I really wanted to go to, especially since I wanted some butterbeer, and it was so yummy and delicious. I also noticed that they had closed down the Dragon Challenge, which used to be the Fire and Ice Dueling Dragons roller coaster. They actually closed that roller coaster in September of 2017, but I hadn't been in the parks for a while. So we went ahead and checked out the Hogwarts Express to see if we can ride it from Islands to the other Universal Studios park, but the wait time was 70 minutes, which for the Express passes, it would be like 35 minutes. By that time, we were really tired. It was a very hot day, and we decided, you know what, tomorrow when we come earlier, we'll try to ride the Hogwarts Express. All right, we've now been in the park for about 4 hours or so. I just got a text that our hotel room is ready. I got my butterbeer. I forgot to mention that in the Jurassic World ride, we were sitting right in the front. So that's another reason why we got so wet. But right now we're walking back outside the park. We're just gonna go to the hotel and relax for the rest of the day. So I'll catch up with you later. So we stopped at the Sue's Landing or Sue'sville, and my brother bought some really big cookies. And then we decided to leave and met up with my other brother who lives in Orlando with his wife and my niece. And we ended up hanging out in the hotel room. Then, story time. My brother learned that my nephew had left the phone in the park. So he did find my phone, and it was in the Universal Studios Islands of Adventure Park. My brother Danny went with my brother Harith, and they did find the phone. Thank goodness. Somebody had turned it into lost and found, so they found it. And then we all decided to go to the pool. So we hung out at the pool. We had a great time. Then we went back to the hotel room. We took showers, we got ready, and we went out to dinner. We decided to go to Cowfish, or the Cowfish, which is an interesting mix between hamburgers and sushi. So I didn't get a chance to film what we ended up eating because I was starving and I was super tired as well. But let's just say it was really delicious and I absolutely enjoyed it. So that culminated day one. So then we move on to day two, and in the morning, that was my birthday, so that was Memorial Day. We ended up going, I forgot to mention, to Universal on Sunday, from Sunday to Monday. We stayed one night at the Lowe's so that we could get the fast passes. And the fast passes worked on the day we check in and the day we checked out. So we went 2 days to the parks and our fast passes worked from our hotel key. And that morning, my brother wished me happy birthday. We decided to start packing up because we needed to exit the room by 11 a.m. And we took all our belongings to the car. We then proceeded to have a breakfast buffet at the hotel. And after we did that, we went back to the parks. So we got back on the water taxi, and this time we wanted to go to the other Universal Studios park, but we wanted to ride the Hogwarts Express. All right, change of scenery. I had to change the place where I was filming because the sun hitting us actually caused my phone to warm up a lot, and it was hot. So anyway, what I was saying is we decided to go to the other Universal Studios park by first going to Islands of Adventure and going straight through Seussville. We did stop at Poseidon's Fury, which was another ride, or actually I shouldn't say ride because it's not really a ride. It was more of a guided tour that had some action. We expected it at different points to turn into a ride, but it really wasn't. So if you are looking for a ride, this would not be your experience. We decided that after we tried it, I don't think we're gonna ever do it again, but at least we experienced it. So after we did that, we decided to go through Hogsmeade and we saw the Hogwarts Express schedule. It was only a 10-minute wait, and with our express passes, it ended up being about 5-minute wait. It was cool because we got to the front and I was able to capture the Hogwarts Express arriving into the station. Here's coming. And that was exciting. I'm so glad I was able to capture that and also experience it again, because I have ridden on the Hogwarts Express before, but it had been years. So we rode into King's Cross Station back in London in the Universal Studios Park, and after we got off of that, I decided to, what better way to celebrate my birthday than to drink more butterbeer. So once we got into Diagon Alley on the Universal Studios side, I went into a place where they were selling butterbeer. I got in line, I got my butterbeer, and it was delicious. So we decided to drink our butterbeers in a nice shady place, and then we waited until the dragon that sits on top of Gringotts got to shoot fire out of its mouth, and I caught that on video, which was really, really cool. That's when we also decided to ride the Escape from Gringotts ride, and I have to say my nephew really enjoyed it, but it was such a short ride. We waited so long in line, and by the time it was over, he was like, "That's it? I'm so upset that it's so short." Like, he was really upset, but he actually had fun, so that was great. Once we finished getting off the ride, we decided to look at pins, and I actually bought a very pretty Ravenclaw pin, and my son decided to buy a Slytherin pin, and after that we left the park so that we can catch up with our brother. We got in the park, we rode to his place, and my brother Danny had already cooked up some barbecue for us, so we got to eat barbecue at his place. And then the kids, my niece and my nephew, wanted to play some basketball, so we went into an indoor basketball place that was close to my brother. I watched the kids play, they had a great time, and then all three of us posed with a picture with our kids before my brother Harif and I left to go back to Miami. So that in a nutshell is our Universal Studios weekend during my birthday weekend, and it was a lot of fun. And now that I'm a Universal Studios pass holder, along with also being a Disney pass holder, true Floridian I guess, I can't wait to go back to the park and experience some of the rides all over again, or go on some of the rides that we didn't get to experience this time around. I am blocked for the month of July, a couple of days around Christmas, a couple of days around New Year's, and their scheduled spring break week, but that's okay. There are plenty of days that I can go ahead and enjoy the parks with my family. So I hope that you have enjoyed coming along on this video on my weekend at Universal Studios and Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought, or any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile. Hello dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you, because you are capable of great things. See you next time.